He's got a lot to say. Action. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you rocking with me. It is Christmas Eve. I got my Ninja Turtle ugly Christmas sweatshirt on. Some of you guys seen that past years. I got my now vintage isn't the right word. Retro New Day Santa hat on. And I've got for you today, we talked about this a couple weeks ago, or a couple videos ago, the flavor, I don't know. But this is my liquor subscription box that I got. We're gonna get one of these. Ooh, we're gonna get one of these every quarter. Man down. And this quarter, I did the Scotch and bourbon combo. So I've already cracked into this because I didn't know what to expect. Yeah, did I mention it's Christmas Eve? I did. So I hope you guys had a good holiday, and hope you were able to enjoy festivities as best as any of us can in the current climate. But anyway, I cracked into this because I didn't know what to expect. I want to kind of get an idea of how they have it set up. So let me show you guys how this came. That's why it popped out. So the box comes like this, and there's like a clay cap or something. It's actually a coaster, and this little pull tab. And you pull the pull tab, you got a coaster for your drink. Put that on there actually. And then there's these cards in here. And you have 6 cards because there's 3 samples. So there's 2 ways they have this set up. They have it, the samples in here aren't labeled. I've gone in and labeled them, but they give you stickers so you can match them up. But they also have it set up where you can kind of do a blind tasting and try to see if you can guess. So they tell you, I guess this one does tell you what each one is. Well, on the back side, it gives you a breakdown of what the flavor profile is supposed to be. And then you can kind of try to guess. I'm not really into that. My palate isn't that strong or that experienced. I've never really sat and done real tastings. I just kind of try something. I like it, I drink it. But yeah, I thought this would be a really fun, I don't know, really fun little quarterly thing to get into and get to try some new scotches that I don't usually get to enjoy, usually because the bottles are really expensive. But anyway, so really nice packaging on this, by the way. It's got this nice foam insert. You get these vials essentially of liquor. We're gonna do I've already put the sticker on there. So this is the Kilchoman Senog. I don't think I've ever had a Kilchoman Scotch. Let's see, does it say? I don't see an age statement anywhere on these, so I don't know how old this is. Yeah, it doesn't say. But it's 46%, so it's going to be a nice strong one. I'm going to try it 2 ways. I've got a shot glass here so we can try it neat. Scotch snobs will tell you that's the only way you're supposed to drink it. I don't care. I paid for it. I'm going to drink it how I like it. I like my scotch on a little bit of ice. I like the combination of flavor profiles as it evolves. So it starts off warm, and then it gets a little bit colder, a little bit colder, a little bit colder. The ice starts to melt. It waters it down a little bit, and it just releases a lot of the flavor combinations and profiles and consistencies that way. That's just how I like to do it. There's very few scotches. Well, there's none in my rotation, the ones that I buy all the time. There's none in my rotation that you can sort of only drink neat, and there are very few that I will only drink neat. So having never had this one, we're going to try it both ways. But we'll start off neat. Smells really good. It's really peaty, which is I think that's the theme of this box. I think all 3 of these are supposed to be very peaty. It's got a nice dark amber color. I'm getting a lot of smoke. And I'm just going to cheat here. Let's look at the flavor profile, because I am getting the smoke and the peat, which is supposed to be very forward. The flavor is supposed to be very raisin and dried fruit forward, and maybe chocolate in the back. So that'll be interesting. We'll see how that goes. It smells really good. It smells like scotch, and I mean that in a good way. So here's to you. Cheers to good health and long life, and live long and prosper. We've been watching Star Trek Discovery. There's a tradition, I don't know if this is a wide tradition or if this is just something that my friends and I did when we, were of bar age, but you used to pour your shot and tap the table for good luck, and to those that aren't here. So that's what you'll be hearing here momentarily. So this is the Kiekelman, and this is my first time trying it. Ooh. That hits the upper palate in a good way, but very strong. I definitely get the dried fruit, not so much the raisins, although I guess that's kind of in that same vibe. A lot of smoke and a lot of peat, which I like. I think probably a lot of people won't like this because it is so peat heavy. I think that's sort of it's almost like cilantro. You either love it or you hate it. I'm definitely on the love side. I know my wife will love the smell of this. She would never drink it, but she'll love the smell of it. It's really good. Okay. Excuse me. It's very palate strong. Upper palate. So let's go ahead and pour the rest of this in. You actually get a really decent sample size. What is this? 50 milliliters. I guess that's typical. But considering that, at least to my knowledge, you can't get these in, airplane bottles and minis. It's really hard to try these higher end scotches without buying a whole bottle because they don't sell them in, airplane bottles. Now this ice had been sitting for a minute, so it's already started to melt, so I'm not going to waste too much time here, but oh, that's another thing. Like, I have these rocks glasses. These came from Fred Meyer / Kroger close to 20 years ago. I love them. They're fantastic. They were cheap. I don't have any Glencairns or any of the fancy accoutrement. I don't care. I'm just not that fancy with it. I spend my money on the product and not necessarily all the pomp and circumstance. Yeah, it got really cold really quick. It's really good though. The ice and the water really mellows out the smoke a little bit and lets some of those other flavors come forward. Not so much the dried fruit, but the peppery flavor really comes forward with a little bit of water. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Oh, the wife wants to smell it.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, she loves the smell of smoky, peaty scotches.
Yeah, I do. That smells really good.
Have you ever had scotch? Have you ever tried or drank?
Yeah, I taste it all the time. I just
okay. But you've never drank one. You've had sips of scotch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
you've never drank one. Yeah.
Because ew, I take one sip and I don't like it.
Yeah, this is a really nice like lounge vibe. I think this would probably not be in my normal rotation for like a daily drinker, but this is definitely something that I would order up at a steakhouse restaurant, or if we had like a fancy night out. It just kind of has that vibe, that energy to it. It's I'm not a cigar smoker, but it definitely gives me that kind of vibe about the process, I guess. I don't know how else to articulate it, but the process you go through. Yeah, it's good. As it sort of washes over the palate, it definitely has that sort of cigar room or martini lounge, cocktail lounge, maybe a little Vegas-y, old school Vegas-y vibe to it. So really, really good. I would definitely seek this out in the future, given the opportunity. The only downside is that it's only 50 milliliters, so I'm probably going to need a refill in very short order. So we might try another sample here in a little bit, or maybe maybe the bottle that I got. Maybe we'll try that here in a second. Appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, share, comment down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.